All right, people. We all know what time it is, so let's do it.
You know what a Harley Quinn is? A Harley Quinn's role is to serve. It's nothing without a master. No one gives two shits who we are beyond that. The Joker and I broke up. I wanted a fresh start. But it turns out I wasn't the only dame in Gotham looking for emancipation.
Spectacular news! Miss Quinn, she belongs to me.
Who are you guys?
Here's the deal, Quinn. You need me!
He's after all of us now. None of us are walking out of here unless we work together.
You gotta be kidding me.
Isn't this fun? It's just like a sleepover. We should order pizza. Big Cosmos. Harley, focus. Okay. I'm the one they should be scared of. Not you. Not Mr. J. Because I'm Harley freaking Quinn.
Who's having a good time?
Get ready, ladies. Psycho chick. I never call a woman a chick. I'll accept broad, lady, woman, and on occasion, bitch. Bitch? What are you talking about? That for me, will you?
That last bit with Cassandra Cain throwing the grenade out the window, that did seem kind of forced. I mean, the way they edited that in there for comedic effect at the end, that did seem forced. I thought it was interesting. But what I've been seeing online about this trailer is a lot of people have been saying, well, I don't know if it's a lot, but a couple of people have been saying things like, well, this is a good trailer to show you the tone or the vibe of the movie, but it doesn't tell you anything about the plot, the storyline. I think you can get a lot of storyline elements from this trailer because in the beginning of the trailer, Harley says that line to the Black Canary about basically Harlequins or puppets or slaves to someone else and nobody cares about you. And you know, we see a club, and later on Black Mask says, Harley's mine. So that makes me think right there that Harley she's an employee of Black Mask's in his club. She's one of his acts, and I think Black Canary is another employee in Black Mask's club. She's one of his acts too, because we see her singing on the stage, and they kind of hint at her canary cry when we see the pitch goes high and the champagne or martini glass shakes, I think because of the vibrations. So I think the plot is, I think like she and Black Canary, and I think Cassandra Cain are probably like employees of Black Mask, but maybe he treats them like slaves, or he's like a horrible boss, or they work for him, but at the same time he's doing like some horrible stuff, so they have moral questions working for him, and so they have to break free. And it's right there in the subtitle, the emancipation, the freedom of Harley Quinn. I think it's going to be the freedom of more than Harley Quinn. She also says, there's other chicks or other dames who want to be like free. So I think it's the emancipation of all of them. And the Birds of Prey are formed under shared circumstance of them all trying to escape Black Mask or live their own lives. I'm not sure, though, what the Huntress's connection is, because she's not a performer, so I don't know if she'd be working in Black Mask's club, unless she's like a bodyguard or a bouncer, or someone he hires to, kill or, capture Harley Quinn and Black Canary to get them back in his employ. And in the process, she winds up turning on him or something. Or maybe she's just a vigilante who's, like, getting involved because there's bad stuff going on. Because I don't think Huntress is, like, the type of person who performs. Yeah, so right there, I think that you can tell a lot about the plot of this movie from this trailer. And I think this movie needed that, because one of the big question marks a lot of people had is, what's this movie about? But I think we know what it's about. Now, it is, of course, a very Harley-focused trailer. But if the plot is what I think, where it's not just her but the other women like Huntress and Black Canary, or Black Canary and Cassandra Cain trying to escape too, and the Huntress somehow getting mixed up, I think we're gonna see more of them than just like, I think the concern I think a lot of us have who know the comics is that Black Canary and the Huntress will be so overshadowed by Harley Quinn, it will be like they won't be in the movie. But if the plot is, them working together to escape, I think they're going to have to be in the movie Huntress and Black Canary more than 5 minutes. So I think that although Harley is the main character, I am confident that Black Canary and Huntress will have more to do than just be her backup dancers. I hope. I mean, I could be wrong. The movie could come out and be like, it's so Harley focused, it's like nobody else is important. But I'm thinking that might not be the case. I mean, even though Huntress and Black Canary might be supporting characters, I think they'll be prominent supporting characters, or at least I hope. No confirmation. But if it's clicking in my head the right way, what I've been saying, I think so. And as for Black Mask, we see him in the movie. He is the villain. We don't really see that much of him, but villains don't always get a lot of focus in initial trailers, or sometimes trailers at all. They want to focus on the heroes. So although we don't see much of, Ewan McGregor as Roman Sionis, aka Black Mask, that doesn't exactly concern me. Because a lot of times they like to lead with the heroes. A lot of times in these trailers. And the villains are kind of sort of, they aren't that emphasized until you watch the movie. I mean, I'm sure Ewan McGregor as the main villain will be in the movie more than 5 minutes. We did see some hints of him. Well, basically, I think that the only problem I see with him is that he doesn't wear a black mask. But we saw, like, when she was performing that Marilyn Monroe thing, the guys, the backup dancers, they had black masks on. So I'm wondering, like, does she have a routine that she performs in his club where the guys are wearing black masks and something will happen in the movie where his face gets messed up and he'll wear it too? Or maybe that was a dream sequence. Because I'm thinking that if Harley Quinn is an act in his club, that was her act. Because I think she's working for him. I think she's trying to free herself from the Joker, but in the process, she winds up having another master, overpowering male figure in her life. In this case, her psychotic boss, Black Mask. We'll see, though. All in all, I think it looks decent. I mean, I like it's very stylish. I like that they're going for, and at this point, I think Margot Robbie's right, where they're going for like this, even though the subject matter is kind of gritty and it's going to be violent, I think it's going to be hyper stylistic, right? Hyper stylized and, just with a very distinct, wild, over-the-top style. The way, like you see in Quentin Tarantino movies, right? Quentin Tarantino movies are very violent. There's a lot of action, but they're like heavily like hyper stylized. And John Wick, there's a lot of action, but it's very sleek in presentation and over the top. So while a lot of hardcore stuff is going on, the movie itself isn't exactly serious per se, even though it has serious violence. I hope I'm making sense. So I'm thinking that's what Birds of Prey is going to be, right? I already got a sense that's what Birds of Prey would be like, but this trailer confirmed it, right? I think, it's going to have like gritty stuff happening, but it's going to happen in this world that's over the top and heavily stylized in a good way. I like the cinematography. It looks beautifully shot, as DC movies always do. I know they get a lot of flack, but they always look really good in terms of production values. The action sequences look like they're going to be really good, and I'm happy because Birds of Prey, in the comics, they're a bunch of martial artists, and Harley Quinn is a very, two-fisted character. So those scenes should be like very good. We saw little brief bits of Black Canary and Huntress getting some action on here. So I'm hoping that, I'm confident and a bit more at ease that they'll get some action bits and it's not just going to be Harley Quinn doing all the flips and kicks. I think, Huntress and Black Canary, because they're martial artists, should get those. And like I said, I think they'll have more to do than just be her backup dancers. I hope so. So, I like it. I also like the juxtaposition of that song. I don't know what song that was, over like the gritty visuals. Warner Brothers and DC like to do that a lot with their trailers. They like to have like this cool, like a cover of a classic song done in kind of an epic way over epic shots. The Godzilla King of the Monsters trailer was like that when they had that Claire de Lune song over all this like apocalyptic destruction. Suicide Squad was like that when it was like that first Suicide Squad trailer where it was I don't know what that lady was saying, but you know, that was a very, you know, like haunting rendition of a classic song over some like epic visuals. Joker was like that when they had that one Joker trailer with Joaquin Phoenix dancing while this song was playing, but you know, the scenes on screen were very gritty and epic looking. One of the Justice League trailers was like that when they had that inverted version of the Superman, the famous John Williams Superman song, or was it the Hans Zimmer Superman song, over, you know, apocalyptic scenes of the Justice League fighting parademons. So I like that. I really am a sucker for that kind of presentation in trailers, and Birds of Prey is continuing. The same, like, Warner Brothers has the same crew doing a lot of their trailers, it seems, because they keep making that same, like, music versus, you know, deep imagery choice, which I love. But yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, I wasn't blown away, but I didn't think it was bad. I mean, I'm game, and I'm ready to be dazzled. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.